Hi, my name is Jude Schimmel, and I'm just here to do a speaking event at the Family Wellness Conference with my parents, and it's really great to be here.
Now, I understand that you started playing basketball around the age of 4 on the Umatilla Indian Reservation. What was it like when you were growing up, and what did you think about basketball?
When I was younger, basketball was just fun. Now that I've gotten older, it's kind of become more of like a job for me, but I still enjoy it. When I was younger, I think we practiced almost every single day when I was in 3rd grade, and while I was really young, growing up on the reservation, we had a hoop outside our house. So, like I said, basketball was just really a lot of fun for me, my siblings, and my cousins that we grew up with. I also mentioned that now it's finally starting to become a job, but I think the biggest thing is just that basketball has always been fun for us.
So it was just like an activity to do like in your spare time?
I would kind of say it took up most of the majority of our lives. I feel like sports is a really big thing for our family, and kind of just like the healthy lifestyle thing, staying in good shape and staying healthy, staying fit. That's always been a kind of a priority for our family, and I can thank my parents for that. But when we were younger, it was just all about fun.
So basketball was your way of having fun?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just like a positive thing for us. Growing up on the reservation, I know there's things that you can turn to, but sports is just a positive thing for young Native Americans to do.
In high school, you played 3 years at Franklin High, earned 5A first team All-State honors, and were named first team All-State as a junior and senior. What was it like playing basketball in high school?
It was a little bit different. It was obviously off the reservation, so I feel like there was different things in the situation. But the cool thing was that my mom was our coach, so I'm really, really thankful that I had the opportunity to play for her for 3 years. And I always tell people, I don't know, if I would be where I am today if I didn't play for my mom when I was in high school, because she gave me that opportunity to, play like myself and be seen by colleges. But it was still fun. I played with my older sister, and one of my cousins actually came and played with us. So really, it was just, again, it was a lot of fun. I was still young then, and I just feel like it was at a different level, but it was still fun. And it's just, basketball has always been like a positive, fun thing for my family and I.
And what was it like having your mom as your coach?
It was the coolest thing ever. I tell everybody she's my favorite coach, and she's been coaching me ever since I was 4. So I was really glad that she could coach me in high school, because not very many people have that opportunity, and the fact that my mom is a great coach, it was all just really cool.
And that was cool because she got to push you also as a mom and a coach, and so I'm pretty sure you felt more comfortable with her.
Yeah, I did. She always told us, though, that she tried to separate the mom and the coach side, so we knew that there was a separation between the two, but at the same time, she's just a really good motivator, and she knows how to get the best out of people. And like I said, she's my favorite coach because how good she does it.
I understand you have a bachelor's degree in sociology, and you're pursuing a master's degree in sport administration. Can you tell us a little about that and what your educational experience was like? And what did it take to get into college and earn those degrees?
Well, it all starts when you're young. I tell people that all the time, and for me, ever since I was little, grades have been very important. So I want to, stress that to young Native Americans that even when you're in middle school and high school, grades are just as important as when you get to college. But I would just say I worked really hard. People always ask me if I'm really smart, and I'm just like, no, I just work really hard and try and do the best that I can. So even when you're younger, you might not enjoy homework and all that type of stuff, but when you're in high school, it's really important that you get good grades. But now, being at school, being at college, it's a little different just because you have more free time and stuff like that, but the priority of grades still hasn't changed, so I guess my biggest stress there is that education always was and always will be very important.
Yeah, and like your mom was saying, you have to have the grades in order to play.
Right, yeah, and my mom, she always says that the degree part is very important, and Shoni always says that the student comes before the athlete, which is really important. But like I said, the big thing that we're all trying to stress is that education, it's always important, and if you don't have that education part, then you won't make it very far, when it comes to basketball. If you want to play sports at a college level, or if you want to go off and do bigger things, you need an education to do that.
Last spring, you were honored at the Final Four for your 3.73 GPA, the highest of all the players in the tournament. How does that make you feel, and what did it take to keep your grades up and play basketball at the same time now that you're in college?
It just made me feel really great. I didn't actually know that I was getting it until we were at the Final Four, so it was a surprise to me too. But I mentioned earlier that I actually almost didn't go back to school that year. So just the fact that, I fought through that struggle and went back to school and I ended up getting all these rewards for it, I was really, really happy. And, I just felt relieved just knowing that my hard work paid off. I mentioned also that grades have always been important to me. And again, just the fact that all the hard work that I started putting in ever since middle school, it's all starting to pay off and it's getting recognized. So really it was just a great feeling. And
how do you deal with your grades in basketball, like schoolwork and having practice at the same time?
Right. I feel like that kind of comes down to you and the priorities that you have. There's a lot of different things that you could do, whether it comes, hanging out with your friends or going to the movies or whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just up to you and what your priorities are. And my priorities at school are obviously school and basketball. So really those are my main focuses. And whatever your goal is, just stay focused on, what your real priorities are.
You and your sister helped lead the University of Louisville Lady Cardinals to a 30-4 record. What was that like, and how did it feel to get to be beside your sister the whole time? And how did it feel to have such tremendous support by Native Americans all around the country?
Yeah, I think my sister and I played basketball together for 16 or 17 years. And like I mentioned earlier, when we were younger, we would just joke around, play around outside on our little basketball hoop that we got from Walmart. But when we were younger, it was all just like a dream. We had no idea we would ever get to the point where we're playing Division I basketball together. But to share that experience, it's really, really, it's crazy. But at the same time, it's honestly the best feeling ever. After we beat Baylor and we beat Tennessee and Cal, that year we went to the Final Four. It was like the fact that I had my sister that I could run to and celebrate with. It was really the best feeling ever. So it's just really cool to play with somebody who, we always joke around and say that we can read each other's mind because we've played together for so long. And that's kind of true because people always know, like, how do you know when the pass is coming and stuff like that? I'm like, well, we've played together for so long, so we kind of just know each other like the back of our hand when it comes to playing basketball. But I forgot that second part again.
And what did it feel like to have such tremendous support by Native Americans?
Having all that support is amazing. Even they've been supporting us ever since Shawnee was a freshman in college, but the support has just gotten more and more. It's just increased. So like even the fact that Shawnee got voted into the WNBA All-Star game this year, that was all Native Americans. Like all the votes that she got, we owe a lot of thanks to Native Americans across the country because we get so much support from them. And our senior night last year, it was also Native American night, and I think we filled the place and sold out. It was like 22,000 people, and again, it was all Native Americans. So the fact that we have that much support behind us, it just says a lot about Native Americans that they're happy that other people are succeeding, and it's just really, really humbling knowing that we have that much support.
And I also think that they just want to keep pushing you guys because they know that you guys are setting an example. And what is it like to set an example for these Native Americans, especially kids?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I feel like Shawnee and I were raised really good. I feel like we owe a lot of credit to our parents just because of the way they raised us. And a lot of people ask, is it hard being a role model? Is it hard trying to do right and be good? I'm just like, no, because I was raised that way. So really it's a good thing, and I'm happy that I'm in the position I am today because I want Native Americans to succeed, and the fact that I'm in the position to help promote success, I think I'm just happy about it because I actually have that opportunity to tell young Native Americans what I'm doing and what Shawnee have done. You guys can do that and 100 times more. So like I said, just having that much support is just it's a great feeling.
Did you think you would ever come this far by playing basketball?
Honestly, no. I had no idea. I said earlier that when I was younger, I just played for fun because I really enjoyed it, and I was pretty good at it. But as we started getting older and scholarships started getting offered, I feel like it wasn't until my sophomore year or my junior year of high school where I was like, I can really do something with this. And even now, like, I don't know if I'll go to the WNBA, but I'm hoping that I do. So really, like, we kind of just play it by ear and take what you can get. So, whatever you're good at, whatever you enjoy doing, whatever you're passionate about, that's what you need to pursue. And basketball just so happened to be in our favor, so Shawnee and I went after that.
I understand you visited more than 18 reservations this summer, speaking to Native American kids about higher education. What was it like getting to visit all of these different reservations, talking to them?
Yeah, it's really neat actually. I feel like, you know, as Native Americans we're one culture, but just seeing the different subcultures at all the different reservations, I think it's really cool. I think like we learn something new everywhere we go, and we meet, you know, thousands and thousands of different Native Americans, but I think just to see that, again, like that much support that we have behind us, and you know that many people look up to us and want to hear us speak, I think it says a lot just about Native Americans as people. And when we go and speak at places, I think like the coolest part is just when little kids like, you know, can I get your picture, can I get your autograph? I'm like, I'm just 20 years old, like I'm a human. Like I never expected to be in this position, but at the same time we cherish it and we embrace it, and you know, hopefully when these younger Native Americans are looking up to us, that, you know, someday they'll be in the same position that we are.
How do you feel about the Native American Wellness Conference that is going on right now?
I think it's great. I went to the Unity conference, and I went to some other conference this past summer, but just to see that, you know, there's leadership on the reservations that are trying to promote, you know, healthy lifestyles and good family relationships and success and, you know, positive things. I feel like it's really good, not only for the youth, but even for the elders, just because it promotes, you know, that positive attitude and that positive lifestyle that, you know, hopefully will get Native Americans to that point where, you know, we can succeed and we can do what we want to do in life. So really, this is just, you know, this type of conference is just one step closer to Native Americans being happy and living the life that they want. So it's really cool. I'm really glad to see, you know, positive things going on in different cultures.
What are some things that you do to maintain a healthy lifestyle?
Honestly, I just work out. I think I started running cross country in 3rd grade, and it was really fun when I was younger, but when I started getting into like middle school and high school, I was like, this is not fun. But I'm really happy that I did it, because like, you know, getting youth and getting younger Native Americans out there and, you know, to work out and try and, you know, be fit and promote the healthy lifestyle, it's a good thing. Because it'll eventually, you know, carry over to when they start getting into adulthood. So I can thank my parents for that, because, you know, they stress that, you know, it's important to stay fit and, you know, for your body to stay healthy. So I run, I play basketball, and I lift weights. That's another thing I like to say is just the balance of different things. I know a lot of people just run or they just lift weights, but it's just the balance of all of that. It's, you know, it's really good, and it's actually really healthy for you.
I know it must have took a lot of hard work, dedication, motivation, and perseverance. What do you have to Native American kids around the country who are saying, I wish I could, or I don't think I can?
My biggest thing is don't let the negative affect the positive, because for all the negativity that's out there, there's, you know, way more positivity. But the biggest thing is that don't give up. I mean, when Shoni and I were younger, we had no idea. You know, what we're doing today, it was all just a dream. We had no idea we would get to this point. But the fact of the matter is that we didn't give up. You know, there was times where we've struggled, and we've been through times where it was, you know, the easiest thing was to give up. We could have easily and just, you know, gone back to the reservation and lived, you know, a pretty normal life. But the biggest thing is that everything that you want to do, regardless of what it is, you know, whether it's sports or art or acting, being a lawyer, being a doctor, you know, it can be anything. But the biggest thing is that you keep your eye on the prize, and you know what you want, and at the end of the day, it's up to you. You know, your hard work and your discipline is what's going to get you to where you want to be.
And I know you said you wanted to go back home before and just stay at home on the reservation.
Mm-hmm.
What made you change your mind and made you go back to school?
Well, I mentioned that I'm really religious. My family is Catholic, and I think it had a lot to do with that side of me. But at the same time, it was just like I understood that, you know, I have 5 younger siblings, and the fact that they're looking up to me, my family, you know, they look up to me. I think just knowing that my family wants what's best for me, I have, you know, so many people looking up to me, and at the same time, I would not want to have that regret. I said that my team went to the Final Four that year, and that's kind of when I feel like my life started turning around and everything started going right for me. So really, it was just I didn't want to, you know, regret not going back to school, and knowing that I could have done this or I could have done that, because I've heard stories like that way too many times, and I didn't want to be that person. So really, I would just say it had to do with you know, my faith and my family. So.
Well, thank you for this wonderful interview. Thank you very much for coming out all the way to Tucson for the 10th annual Native American Wellness Conference.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks.